There are a million recipes, and this is one of them. I'm Rob Nee, and welcome to Sweet Spot. We're making peanut butter chip chocolate cookies today, or chocolate peanut butter chip cookies. A delightful cookie, crispy on the outside, tender cookie, full of rich chocolate flavor with peanut butter chips. It satisfies all sorts of cravings. You'll find the complete recipe in the YouTube description. The base underlying flavor of this recipe is dependent on the chocolate we use. A good chocolate, splurge a little bit, 60 to 70% cacao. We need to melt this chocolate and then let it cool. That's why we start with it. To measure it out, I use an inexpensive kitchen scale. So easy to measure. We're looking for 170 grams. Just add the chocolate till we hit that point. Then we can melt this in a microwave, except I don't have one, or a double boiler or bain-marie. That's simply a pot of water with the chocolate in a glass bowl or some other heat-proof bowl, resting on top of it, but not in the water. Don't let the bowl touch the water, otherwise you might scorch the chocolate. This is a slow and gentle process. Bring the water to a simmer, maybe a little below. Put on the bowl of chocolate, then let it slowly melt, stirring occasionally. When the chocolate's all but melted, we want to take it off. Oh, by the way, make sure no water gets in the chocolate, otherwise it will seize. If you're doing this in a microwave, go low and slow. The chocolate is melted. The chocolate is now cooling. Let it cool. It will not totally solidify again. Prep the rest of your ingredients. We've got brown sugar, we've got all-purpose flour, 2 eggs room temp, some butter, 6 tablespoons, regular unsalted butter, some baking soda, and salt, and vanilla. I use a stand mixer for this recipe, but I imagine you could get by using a hand mixer. The hardest part is creaming the butter and sugar. In with the butter, and in with the sugar. Brown sugar. We merely want to cream this until it's light and fluffy. It'll take 3 or 4 minutes to cream the butter and sugar. You'll probably want to stop the mixer 1 or 2 times just to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is properly combined. For the eggs, you may want to crack them into a separate bowl just to make sure no shell gets into the cookie dough. Then into the mixing bowl till well combined. Once this is well combined, it should be light and fluffy. Scrape down the bowl. Then we want to add in the chocolate. Get all of it. And put in the vanilla. Mix this very well, slow speed. For the dry ingredients, the flour, the baking soda, and the salt, I like to use a strainer to sift them together, which makes sure there's no chunks of flour, plus it combines them a bit. In a bowl, just tap it to the side. And once sifted, into the mixing bowl. Slow speed, just have this on the slowest speed, stir it until it's just mixed in. And for the peanut butter part of the chocolate peanut butter chip cookies we're making, peanut butter chips. I'm using Reese's, I don't know if there's another brand, but these are just fine. Just tear open. I found using scissors is the easiest way to open the bag. We want to dump the whole bag in if you like a lot of chips. The second time you make this recipe, you'll know whether One bag is too many, or half a bag is just fine. I use almost the whole bag. The full bag's a little too much. I actually prefer to just hand mix these in. There'll be cookies with more chips and cookies with fewer chips, and I think that's just fine. Baking sheet, parchment paper, because I love parchment paper. A cookie scoop, you can use a spoon if you like, but a cookie scoop, scoop it in, scrape off the top. This pretty much guarantees the cookies will be roughly the same size. They do spread, so leave a couple inches between them. On this half sheet pan, I'll end up with 4 by 3, 12 cookies to a tray. Into a preheated 350 degree oven. Make sure your oven is fully preheated, 10 to 12 minutes. The cookies will be soft. The cookies will be very soft after 10 minutes, and that's fine. They're going to stay soft. The cookies puff up, the cookies fall back down. That's perfect. Let the cookies cool completely on the cookie sheet, otherwise you will not be able to remove them from the parchment paper. 2 plates. I'll explain this one in a second, but taste test time. Let's go for the bite. A bit of texture to it, meaning that the outside is definitely crispy. I won't say gooey on the inside, but definitely soft on the inside. Peanut butter hits you. There's a deep chocolate in here. It's sweet, no doubt about it. It's sweet, but very chocolatey. We use good, deep, dark chocolate, and that definitely comes through. I love this chocolate cookie recipe anyway. I've used it for other things without the peanut butter chips in it. Now, the other plate, I'll tell you what I did. These are Reese's peanut butter chips. And these are, I made another batch with these Reese's Minis. They're simply Reese's peanut butter cups, but in a mini format, unwrapped, by the way. And it has a resealable bag. It's really easy to open with a quick tear. Anyway, these are peanut butter cups. Same as you buy the normal size, the thins now, whatever. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Reese's. Too bad. Now, there's no doubt that I think these are much sweeter than the peanut butter chips. So, and there's, this cookie has 2 of them. I can see by the big bumps. The same crispy exterior and a creamy interior, as thin as it is, but the melted, softened miniature Reese's peanut butter cup. Wow, when you hit one of those, that is really good. Look at this thing. 2 to choose from. The peanut butter chip cookie definitely has more peanut butter flavor. I guess because there's chips that are smaller and spread out more. But on either of these are so good. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below which one you prefer, if you make them or make them both. And if you're not a subscriber, now is the perfect time to subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified with each new video. Until next time, this is it for Sweet Spot.